Hey, everybody. Jerry Kreuzman. How you feel? Do you remember what we look like? Because it's been a long time.
Long time.
We're back, at least temporarily.
Yes.
What are we talking about today, Mags?
A Quiet Place Day One.
Oh, want to tell us a little bit about it?
I do. I do. It just came out June 27th, 2024. So we watched it in the theater together. That was fun.
That was fun.
Yeah. It's a 2024 film, horror, sci-fi, 1 hour, 39 minutes, PG-13. And I thought it was pretty darn good.
I did too. I think everyone that went with us, we have a member in the studio audience who also joined us, and she held her hand up. She agrees.
Yes.
All right. There we go.
She might have a little information for us.
She does?
Maybe.
Oh,
In a minute.
yeah, maybe. So this thing is kind of a spinoff from Krasinski's Quiet Place 2. Original budget of 67 million, and the opening weekend brought in 53 million.
Dang.
Worldwide to date, 98.5 million. So it's doing very well.
Yeah.
And it was up against some other competition. Kevin Costner's Horizon, and about the third week for Inside Out too. So, which is doing very well as well.
Mm-hmm.
Which the other part of our people went and watched that while we watched this. So
Yeah.
it was good. Yeah, it was a twofer.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, good film. It got some good ratings from folks. Average rating of 7.1 out of 10.
It's pretty decent.
Yep. And the average grade of a B plus on an A plus to an F scale. So that was essentially the same score as the first film.
Mm-hmm.
Rotten Tomatoes, for those that follow that, 84%, which is extremely good.
I saw 85%. So
Yeah, well, there you go.
There you go.
Yeah, we're in the ballpark. May have been just when we decided to look at it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, anybody else? You want to talk about something else?
No.
Anyone in particular? I will.
Maybe touch on Krasinski a little bit.
Yeah, Krasinski. He produced this. He actually handpicked the director, Sarnowski, and there's lots of tidbits on how this thing evolved. But he produced this as well as Michael Bay. I think lots of folks will remember Michael Benjamin Bay. Film director, producer. He's best known for the big budget stuff. Some films that he directed, Bad Boys and the sequel Bad Boys 2.
Oh.
The Rock.
Did he just do the new one? The new Bad Boys that just came out?
No. He did Armageddon. He did Pearl Harbor. He did the first 5 films of Transformers. We won't hold that against him. 13 Hours, The Secret Soldiers of Benghazi, which was a good movie. Six Underground, which I think essentially went straight to Netflix. I don't believe was in the theater anywhere. Very high budget action, starred Ryan Reynolds, way over the top, but nice to look at with everything going on. So
yeah, if I remember, I thought it was a pretty good movie.
He did The Ambulance, the most recent Ambulance in 2022 with Jake Gyllenhaal, and his films have grossed over 7.8 billion. Thank you very much, studio audience. 7.8. She's worried about over there eating bothering us, and then she turns on her speaker system.
We just need a little background.
Awesome. 7.8 billion worldwide, so making him one of the most commercially successful directors in history.
Michael Bay, what was his first film that he did? Does it say?
I don't think I have it. I didn't gather that much. But some of the first couple that he did that really gained notoriety was the Bad Boys in '95 and actually Bad Boys 2 in 2003. But he's co-founder of a commercial production house, The Institute, and also co-owns Platinum Dunes, a production house where they remake horror films, such as the Texas Chainsaw Massacre,
Good one.
Amityville Horror, The Hitcher, Friday the 13th, and Nightmare on Elm Street. So he's doing quite well for himself.
Yeah.
So that's Mr. Michael Bay, who was producing with Krasinski. And John, if we want to talk about John a little bit, unless you have something you want to pipe in, you saving some things?
This is what I had on him.
John, got it. All right. So, directed, co-wrote, and co-starred in the 2018 horror film Quiet Place. Prior to that, he was Jim Halpert in the NBC sitcom The Office from 2005 to 2013.
Did you watch that?
I did not.
Well, you should.
I'm sorry. But the 2018 horror film, from that film, Time named him one of the 100 most influential people in the world. He's since written and directed the sequel, which is also very good. Quiet Place 2 in 2020. He's starred in, or he's at least has film credits in License to Wed, Leatherheads, Away We Go, It's Complicated, Something Borrowed, Promised Land, Aloha, and what we just talked about a minute ago, 13 Hours, The Secret Soldiers of Benghazi. He directed and starred in the comedy drama films Brief Interviews with Hideous Men, which I don't remember seeing. Did you?
Nope.
Okay. Anyway. From 2018 to 2023, he played the title character in Amazon Prime Video's Jack Reacher. Or Jack Ryan. Oh, no,
Reacher,
he's
no.
not Jack Reacher. Jack Ryan.
I was like, wait, that's not right.
That's not right.
Right.
Wait a minute. Back up.
Back up.
So he's done a lot of voiceover work. He was in Monsters University. He's married to Emily Blunt, and they have 2 daughters.
Yes.
Yes.
I like that.
I like him.
Emily Blunt starring in,
And
the few movies. And
they didn't talk about it here, but I think all of us watched it. He wrote and directed If with Ryan Reynolds, and a little plug for that. I enjoyed it a lot. I think
that was
you do yourselves all a favor watching that. It was well done. Keith.
Yeah.
All right.
Funny. Yes.
Give me something. So I get a drink of water or
Need
something.
a drink of water. Let's talk about Joseph Quinn. I know that
Yes.
Aubrey likes that guy.
Aubrey, you like Joseph Quinn? Yeah, she loves him as she plays her radio.
Yeah.
Come over here and crunch some chips. Okay, Joseph.
Joseph. He's an English actor, 30 years old. That's about as far as I got. I know him from Stranger Things.
You don't want to cheat.
Eddie from Stranger Things.
Eddie Munson, 4th season of the series Stranger Things.
Yeah.
We can't have me talking all the time. I got to throw you bones of some sort. You could do this one. That way you can pronounce it.
Oh, sure.
How about this one?
I like him, and I don't know where I know him from.
There
It
you
must
go.
be the Jumanji movie.
Yeah,
So-
there you go. I'll let you talk about, let's see, anything else on Quinn? Pretty much he did series, BBC series. And this appears to be one of, if not the first film that he's actually done, A Quiet Place Day One.
Yeah, I think he's kind of up and coming right now.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
after
30 years old. But yeah,
Yeah.
most of it is the BBC stuff. Dickensian, Howard's End, Les Miserables, blah, blah, blah,
Les Mis.
Les Mis. That's easier to say, right?
Les Mis.
Les Mis,
Yeah, Les Mis.
blah,
Yes.
blah.
Yeah.
It's like
Good. We played that. We did that.
Quinoa.
Quinoa.
All right. Kanoa.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You're funny. I'm excited to see him more. I think we're going to
Yeah.
be seeing him quite a bit.
He
after
did.
this.
I thought he did really well in the movie.
Mhm.
And those of you who have seen it will probably agree. And those of you who haven't, do yourself a favor. He does a good job.
He does.
It's a good movie. It's fun. We can talk about this a little bit. What was so, I think, made it even more tense in the first one was it was so quiet, not only in the film, but throughout the theater. And it almost made you even more uncomfortable just doing something as simple as eating popcorn.
You're like,
And Quiet Place 2 maybe got out of that a little bit, but was still a real quiet movie. This one, I liked what they did to be able to include opportunities for noise.
Yes.
And I don't, it really didn't detract from it. Some critics said that it lessened a little bit of the intensity or against the first two, but I thought it was well done.
I thought it was a good little change of pace for
Yeah.
moving forward.
It's tough to be in a theater and you're almost afraid to cough,
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
I know you even made a comment that it got real quiet and you were in the middle of eating a piece of popcorn.
Yeah, I basically had to suck on it until it dissolved in my mouth instead of chewing it up. So
Right.
yeah. But also this is day one, so there was a lot in the beginning with a lot more noise and stuff. So quite a bit leading up to
and that makes more sense too. And I probably didn't even think about that part, but you're right. Day one, everything's blowing up. The other ones take place after day one, so the world has not subsided, but pretty much been squashed a little bit. So
yeah, I liked when that big group of them when they were telling them to go to the boat, and it was like ended up being this giant crowd. At first, it was just trickling and whatever, and then it was just like they were filling the streets, and all you could hear were it's like the crunching of the glass or the pebbles or whatever. The guy in the wheelchair, going across and like people's shoes and
a
stuff.
ripped shirt.
It's just like all those little noises that added to the intensity of they didn't realize to be that quiet yet.
Right.
They just thought, oh, we just don't talk.
And for our viewers, and probably none of you who are watching this, which probably 3, know what we're talking about. And the creatures that are in this film, they are highly sensitive to sound, which kind of makes the whole movie. So
yeah.
Anyway,
yeah. Without all the gore, you know what's coming, but you don't have to have any gore to it, and it's still just as good.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
There were definitely a lot of them day one. Lots
and lots. Yeah.
You going to talk about this guy?
I can.
A little bit? Did I segue enough for you?
Alexander Draper. Draper. Whatever. Alex Wolf. Yeah. He is he's an American actor, musician, and filmmaker.
Boom.
Yes. He was in the series The Naked Brothers Band. Never heard of it. Comedy. Nickelodeon.
Yeah. Apparently pretty early on in his career.
Yeah. I don't know. A lot of this I don't know what's or these are musics. I didn't read it all. So
I would focus on whatever is just kind of pieces. Did you ever see this Patriots Day?
I can't remember if I saw Patriots Day.
Must be one of the bad guys in Patriots Day 2016. Isn't that Mark Wahlberg?
Oh yeah, I was thinking
It's about the Boston bombing. At the marathon.
Yeah, that's right.
So that might be one of the bad guys he was portraying, and looks Russian, but I don't even want to try to pronounce it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Anyway,
and that's why I know my friend Dahmer. So I watched that one with what's the guy's name that played Austin and the was it Austin and Ally, the little kids show way back in the day? Anyway, he was the main character that played Dahmer, but my friend Dahmer, I think that's the one. He was his friend, and that was a really good movie actually. If like that, it doesn't show it. It leads up to before his first killing.
Now you get into the stuff that you really probably have seen him in.
Yes, My Big Fat Greek Wedding, Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle, Hereditary.
Scary movie.
Was it that one?
Yeah, I don't think I ever watched it, but Josh did.
Oh, okay.
He said it's pretty scary.
So. Nah, I probably wouldn't like that one. And he made his directorial debut in The Cat in the Moon in 2019.
Yep, and I haven't seen that, but we should owe ourselves and go watch it.
Yeah, I like him.
Yeah.
I do. I feel like I've seen him a lot more, and Than what this is saying.
Yes. You want to do anybody else?
No,
No.
I mean,
I'm gonna
you
gonna
these two
I'm gonna go
characters,
jump.
obviously.
I'm gonna jump back to the director. I mentioned his name, Michael Sarnowski. Um, Krasinski picked up or actually tagged him. He was not the original director for this project. The original director, I can't recall, dropped out, and then um, Sarnowski was named. He was handpicked by Krasinski from his film Pig with Nicolas Cage, which was a pretty good movie. Um, the only other thing he has to his credit, which is kind of exceptional, is a documentary short film that he did. Um, so to put this kind of thing in his hands, I think says a lot from what Krasinski thought about him.
Mhm.
Um, I thought he did a good job.
Well, and I also thought that Krasinski did a good job thinking it out, not just trying to take it all just because he did the other two movies, but really thinking he wanted it to be different. He wanted to
Right.
add new people in,
And that's why
and
that's why he picked him.
yeah,
You're right.
to just have that different spin, that different feel, because it was day one, and so to go backwards and to make it feel like it was really authentic in that sense.
And
So
and just so you know, Alex Wolff, who you just talked about,
yes,
was in Pig as well.
okay, was that good? I didn't see that one.
Yeah, it was a good movie.
Good.
I liked it. Um, but also, I think when you have the likes of two very exceptional director, an up and coming director who's good in his own right, and so you got Michael Bay, done a lot of stuff, and you got John Krasinski as producers there to be able to help him along. So
Mhm.
I mean, I think it was a win-win situation.
Yes,
So
absolutely. Yeah.
do yourselves a favor. Go see it. Go see it. Don't wait to come. Go see it in the big screen.
Yeah.
We saw it in RPX, which is those of you who have not, which is kind of like your IMAX kind of thing. Very loud, which is
Mhm.
I'm glad there was sound in this because it would have it's kind of strange with Quiet Place and Quiet Place 2 as quiet as they were. But and the bass of the sound kind of actually moves the seats as well. So you have that
Yeah.
added effect, and the sound bounces from side to side. So a good experience.
Yeah. When my seat first rumbled, I was like,
Right.
okay. That was pretty cool.
Someone was talking about they have a 4D, which kind of sprays a little water and
Yeah.
stuff. I mean,
Morgan did, yeah.
yeah,
I
it was
didn't see
Morgan.
that. That's pretty incredible.
That would be like one of the rides or one of the deals at Disney World.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Like when you're sitting in the
Like
seat.
bugs
you feel
running
like you're
around
really
and something
actually
runs
gonna
past your
go.
leg.
Yeah.
It's, anyway, um, who else you want to talk about? We can talk about, I'm going to butcher the heck out of this, Lupita Nyong'o. I do good?
Sounds good.
Nyong'o. Lupita Nyong'o. Anyway,
Wow.
she pretty much made her first feature film in as Patsy in the biopic 12 Years a Slave. From that, she won the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress. So that's probably where most of you folks will remember her from. She was also in Us. She's been in superhero films Black Panther and the sequel in 2022. Um, Us was directed by Peele from Keenan and Peele.
Keenan and Peele. Oh, okay.
Yeah, which is it's okay. It's not as good as Get Out that he did, which I believe he was nominated for, and may have even won an Academy Award for that, not for the film, but for maybe the writing. But um, anyway, I digress. Anyway, she does a very good job.
Yeah, I like her.
I do too, and I don't have much else on her. Do you have anything that you want to talk about on her?
Nope,
Okay.
I don't. I like her.
The other main actor in this was this is going to be even worse. Jaimin Unsu. Most of you know him probably from Steven Spielberg's film Amistad back in '97, and then performances in America and Blood Diamond.
Blood Diamond. That's one I know him from.
Both of those, he was nominated for Academy Awards for Best Supporting Actor. So, very good actor. He also portrays Karath the Pursuer in Guardians of the Galaxy, uh, Captain Marvel, and What If. So he portrays that character in all three of those films.
Oh, nice.
And he appears in as the Fisherman King and Aquaman in 2018, and as the wizard Shazam in Shazam. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And Black Adam, decent movie.
Mm-hmm.
And then Shazam: Fury of the Gods in 23. Other notable films: Stargate, Gladiator. He was very good in Gladiator.
Mm-hmm.
Constantine, Special Forces, How to Train Your Dragon 2. So obviously would have been a voice. Furious 7, Legend of Tarzan. That's a good movie. Quiet Place Part 2. He's also in Quiet Place Part 2. Yeah, that's crazy.
We might have to go turn it on and go watch and see.
Yeah, Quiet Place Part 2, which is, so he survived a long time if he got through day one.
Was he under the ground?
Oh, you know what he was? This makes sense now. Sorry, folks. We're leading you down a path. Quiet Place Part 2, they're on that island. So makes sense. Folks, you're gonna gobble this up.
So he's starting then. So I bet if there's another one, he's definitely going to be in that one. He'll probably be the main character in that one. He didn't have a very big role in this one, but enough to go.
Yeah,
he's going to have something more.
He was in That
makes sense.
Gran Turismo, the Rebel Moon Part 1 and Rebel Moon Part 2, and the Stargiver, which I've not Scargiver. Apologies. In 2024, I've not seen that. Have you?
No, I was just looking, though. He's 60 years old.
Yeah.
Holy moly, I would never guessed. Yeah. I thought he was closer to my age.
He did make his directorial debut with a documentary film, In Search of Voodoo, Roots to Heaven.
Roots to Heaven.
Right. So that, I think, has covered just about everyone. Yeah. Any other little tidbits on your part?
No, I'm sorry. I failed on my end.
You know what?
Didn't do my homework.
We've been out of touch so long. It was kind of nice to be able to get together and do this. We actually, folks, we did this once before, and the video didn't come together. So even though it's been a longer delay, we actually had an effort. It was a good one too. If I can ever find that, we have dinosaurs and things going on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was a really good one. We need to get that up. Yeah, we really need to do that.
But anyway, I thought it was great. Mags is back in town.
I'm here. One more day.
The girl is back in town.
That's me.
Play some music. Anyway. All right. You
want to rate it?
Oh, see, this is why I have her. She keeps me on point.
I got the little things.
She has the little things. She has a piece of paper with 4 lines on it. He filled in very well. Me, I embellished the hell out of other people's work, but that's okay.
He printed a novel, and I
did not print it. Well, I did print it, but I highlight it. You guys don't need to know that. Anyway.
I got the gist. Let's see here.
We do out of 5, right?
Yeah. I'm going to give it a 4.45.
Yeah.
Out of 5. 4.45. Cats.
Oh, we got to go back up a little bit because they talk about Frodo. In fact, the critics, I got to find that. Because that was so funny when I read it.
One of the main characters in this movie is a
critics found, I am quoting from Wikipedia, sorry, but I'm acknowledging. So critics found the film tense, though less terrifying than predecessors. We talked about that. And praised the performances, including the cat, Frodo. Do yourself a favor. Go watch it for Frodo.
Yeah.
So you did 4.45 Frodos. And I'll do 4.5. Walkmans.
Walkman? Like that you put on your...
Yeah. Remember?
Oh yeah, yeah. I think that was
I'll make them wait till the end for that.
wasn't a Walkman. What are those called?
Right. Oh, it's an iPod.
iPods.
I take it back. 4.5 iPods.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right.
I,
What else? Is that it?
I think so.
All right, everybody.
Yeah.
Like, subscribe, watch it. Go see the movie is the most important thing. And the most important thing is we're back in the saddle, at least temporarily.
Yes.
So, all right.
We try.
Thanks, everybody.